Whew, I am out of shape. Whew, don't need leg day after all these squats. Good Lord. All right, so one of our customers that we built this deck for, it goes all the way back there, called me and said that their dog, which is actually this dog right here, keeps getting out of their fence. So instead of what they've been doing, putting buckets and putting little stakes in the ground where he digs out, I told him I'd come in and put a electric fence up. I've not a lot of experience with electric fences, but I think it's pretty straightforward. So we're gonna walk through the process of the electric fence. This is what I got. I got it from Tractor Supply. I got a 15 mile. That's the smallest one for medium-sized animals. For like, let's see, it has all that kind of stuff, all the way up to horses and cows. So you should be able to keep that little guy right there in the fence. But their fence is kind of long. That's why we couldn't go with the one size under this. So it goes all the way around here, all the way back there. It's about almost 200 feet. And then it goes about 170 to 100 feet across. And then it goes all the way back that way. And then up this way. So they got quite a bit of fence. So I got these, I got that. Here's the wire I got. I went ahead and got a little bit bigger gauge. I got a 14 gauge galvanized wire, and then this is the fence attachments. Since it's a wood fence, I got these. They're little wood post attachers, so should go pretty smooth. We'll start doing the install. It's just a plug-in. So. All right, so the very first thing you have to do is your ground rods, and this system calls for 3 ground rods. So I got a 6-foot piece of copper ground rod, which isn't copper all the way through, it's copper dipped. And I'm going to drive in 3. It says they need to be about every 10 feet. So I'm going to put one right here at the box, which will be like right about here. And then there'll be one in that corner back there, and one kind of middle around over there. Will be a full 30 feet, but it'll be close enough. So I'm going to put these in, and then we'll move on to the next step. These are really neat little simple things. Give you a bunch of nails. Hopefully they give you as many nails as they do. You take this piece and you just nail it onto the fence. Pretty simple. I got a small hammer because I didn't want to break these little plastic pieces. Where did I put it? There it is. Alrighty. So these are gate handle anchors. What you do, you take this, and this is what you use to break the circuit. So if you see this side, it pulls a little bit, and then this side clicks right onto here. So you put this on here, then when you want to open your gate, you just pull your wire off and move that out of the way, and then you can open your gate. All you do is you screw these in, loop the end of your wire on this so it can keep the electrical flowing, and then you wire onto the end of this, and that's what keeps the rest of it going. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is hang this up and hook the wires up. So I got masonry bits. So the box was clicking, but the light wasn't flashing. So I was troubleshooting it, and it said there might be a short where it's connecting or running into the ground. And sure enough, if you look right here, that little bitty boop, it's grounding out on this fence right here. So I got to unplug it, do some bendies to make sure that doesn't touch, and see if that helps. But I'm going to check all the way through the fence and make sure there's no more little spots that touch. Okay, so got all the wire run. Everything's good. Switched out the bare wire for some coated wire. Ran the ground wire rods. There's one right there, one in that corner right there, and then there's one over there. Now, with this wire, nothing can be touching it. It's kind of crazy. So like this dead log has to go up there. And then you have to walk the entire fence perimeter and listen for the clicking sound. It'll sound just like the box does. So let me plug this in. You see this little light right there? It's hard to see during the day. There's a little light right there, and you hear that clicking? If you walk around the fence line, it'll do that clicking too. I hear one, and it's probably like a blade of grass or something. Yeah, see right there, that little blade of grass? It makes that little clicking noise. So, see how when you move it away, it doesn't click anymore? So you can hear the little click now. There's also a couple ways to test these. There's a tool I highly recommend getting at Tractor Supply. I think it's about $39. You hang it on the hot wire and it shows you how many volts are coming off. Especially if you're running 15 miles, the further away from this box you get, the less voltage is going to come in contact with whatever touches it. The way I tested it was not the smart way. I touched the wire, and this thing bites. So we won't put that on YouTube because there was lots of cursing, but it does work very, very well. The dog has already touched it once and now is not going anywhere near the fence, so success. But hopefully this helped on the install if you get one of these electric fences. They're really simple to put in. It's really just walking the fence line and making sure nothing's touching it, making sure it's not grounded out to anything, and you'll be good. So if you like this video, subscribe. If you have any comments on how I did this wrong, so put a comment below. I'm sure I did something wrong, and the internet will tell me what I did wrong. I appreciate it. See y'all next time.